Buddies, I hope you have been enjoying this series where we have ridden the Interceptor 650 and the Triumph 800 and the Himalayan Duke 390 and another motorcycle. Yeah, the Triumph Street Scrambler. I mean, we took it off-road. Well, it's not some crazy off-road where we jump off cliffs and all that, of course. No one is giving us a medal to do it, right? I mean, we don't want to break bones. We are family people. We are professionals. We have to take care of the society, the life that we are living. So it was just mild, basic off-roading that we are still learning. And now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about very simple thing that I have been asked about this many times. Can you take the Interceptor 650 on an off-road terrain, and especially can you take it to Ladakh? All right. You all know that I went to Ladakh in 2017 and I did that on the Dominar 400. And trust me, it was amazing riding the Dominar 400 in Ladakh, in any kind of a terrain that Leh Ladakh had to offer. So now, the question that can you take the Interceptor 650 to Ladakh is what I'm going to be talking about today, because I experienced how it feels like taking this machine off-road when I went on a ride last week. Before that, check out this, nice sequence B-roll and also some clip of me riding this machine. The place is known as Pocharam Dam. It's actually a dam where the water has kind of gone down and we went into that area. So all that greenery that you see, it's wet, really wet, slushy, mucky thing, very low traction, and they are rocks. Check this out. So guys, now Deepak is riding the Tiger and I'm riding the Interceptor off-road, alright? Let me do that. Is the camera recording? You're recording. Interceptor 650 off-road, and trust me, this off-road looks kind of easy, but it is not. There's very, very, very soft sand here. The most serious problem that I faced riding this beautiful Interceptor 650. Now let me tell you this, I absolutely love this machine, okay? Else I wouldn't have put over 3 lakh rupees to buy this machine, okay? And the first biggest problem that I faced riding this machine in an off-road terrain is, in an off-road terrain very often, especially if you go to Ladakh, your feet are going to become wet, okay? And even if you're wearing waterproof boots, the sole of the waterproof boots is going to become wet, okay? And these foot pegs, Nitin, could you come closer please? These foot pegs that we have on the Interceptor 650, the rubber here, the biggest issue that I was facing is when I was putting my feet here while riding this machine off-road, after my boots got wet, they were just slipping off. They were just slipping off. I did not have any kind of grip of my boots sole onto the foot pegs here. So remember, a rider is actually putting most of his weight on the foot pegs when they are doing off-roading, and they even stand up onto the motorcycle, okay? And if your feet slip, it's going to be bad, really bad. You can fall off the motorcycle and you can hurt yourself. You will see this happening in this video now. Check this clip out.
Oh man, my foot pegs, my feet are not staying on the foot pegs because these are not off-roading foot pegs. So it's not going to be easy. When the foot pegs slip, it is very dangerous. are slipping. They are slipping. Wait, my foot pegs are slipping. Wait. My foot pegs are slipping, bro. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Okay. Now it's fine. No man, they'll still slip. Shit. Very dangerous, the foot pegs are slipping. Okay, Deepak, here we go. Yep. Please take my drone bag.
Next is the ground clearance. Okay. Now this motorcycle, now it's on this main stand. Okay. Let me take this off the main stand and let me show the ground clearance to you. This is not much at all. Okay. For off-road situations. So, and the biggest concern is we don't even have a plate or any kind of protection here. Nitin, could you show this? For the oil sump. If you see, the oil sump is all exposed. Okay. Although it has some kind of built-in protection here, like these things that you see here. But if you end up hitting a hard rock, the oil sump can crack. And if your oil sump cracks, well, I don't have to say much. Oil will leak out and your engine can seize. Sometimes you don't even realize it. You keep riding because you're having fun and the oil sump can leak oil and your engine can seize. So,
Okay. Oh shit, we hit the sump. Is there any protection there? Is there any protection at the sump? I hope we don't have a leak. Could someone hold? I'll just check. I shouldn't have taken that. This rock. Could someone hold the bike, bro? I hit the sump. I just want to check. In case, hold it, huh? Thank you. I shouldn't have gone over this. I forgot I'm not riding the Tiger or the Himalayan. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Lucky.
ground clearance, one issue, because if you're doing river crossing or water crossing, this amount of ground clearance is not going to be enough because water will get till here. Okay, the motorcycle is not going to stop. It will still keep riding, but water is going to get till here. And very, very rare situations, the water can even get into the exhaust because the exhausts are not very high. They are kind of good, well placed, but not very high. That is okay. It's kind of a negligible point, but main thing is the ground clearance. So if you're going to be doing some hard off-roading, I suggest somehow put a metal plate down here, okay, weld it or do whatever to the frame and protect your oil sump.
Off-roading is very tiring. Alright, Himalayan to Royal Enfields. Yep. Let's go. Whoa, whoa. I'm going straight. Let's try some off-roading. I mean hard off-roading. Let's get on to rocks on the Himalayan. I mean, sorry, what am I saying? On the Interceptor. Huh? She's doing pretty well. She's doing pretty well. I'm more comfortable here on the Interceptor than I was on the Tiger because Tiger is a big machine, a very tall machine also. Yeah. Decent, nice. Let us go this way. I want to go into that water, but definitely not a good idea. I don't know how deep it is or what is inside it.
Now, this point, I personally haven't experienced much because I haven't done a very long ride on this motorcycle. The last week, and we went to Pocharam Dam, up and down. It was about 220 odd kilometers, which is not very long, but considerably, kind of a good long ride. So, main thing is that many people have been complaining about the seat comfort. Okay, when you are planning to do a Ladakh ride, you most probably would be riding thousands of kilometers. Okay, so I would request you to check the seat comfort personally, because for me, for about 220 odd kilometer ride, I did not have a problem with the seat. But when my friends were riding, they said they were not really comfortable with the seat. And especially in case you're taking a pillion, because it's possible you could be taking your girlfriend, wife, or a friend as a pillion. Many people said that the pillion comfort on the seat is not good at all. Okay, so you can kind of customize the seat and opt for an aftermarket seat. Another very important point is that when you're doing Ladakh ride, you would be carrying luggage with you. Okay, and very often most of us carry soft bags. Soft bags are soft saddle bags that we put here. Okay, they are affordable, they are easy to put on and take it off, but you see the design of the exhaust, they're coming up this way. Okay, so if you put a saddle bag here, and on the left and right side, it will touch the exhaust, and you definitely don't want the saddlebag to end up burning its bottom, and that is possible. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen, but depending on the quality of your saddlebag, it can get burnt because of the exhaust. So there are two options for you here. One is you can design a rack. Okay, there are many companies who do it. You design a rack, metal rack with pipes, and then you put the saddlebag onto that so that it doesn't touch here. Okay, or you can put some kind of a heat shield here, a metal shield, and so that this saddlebag will touch that and not the exhaust muffler directly. Also, if you're doing Ladakh or any kind of off-roading, if you're interested in that, once in a while if you do off-roading, it's kind of okay, but if you regularly do it, and if you're doing a Ladakh ride especially, I would suggest, you see here, Nathan, if you can get a little closer, there's a lot of dust, muck, sand accumulated here. Okay, now this part of your front shock absorber suspension is very, very sensitive part. This dust can damage this area. This area is known as dust caps, and in case the dust caps get damaged, your oil seals inside can get damaged, and if your oil seals inside get damaged, your fork oil will leak, and if that happens, your ride will get ruined. Okay, so, and I'm not sure, somewhere on the mountains, where will you get oil seals? And it's a labor intensive job, it's time consuming, it will take you a day or so to replace oil seals. So I suggest there's an option from the showroom itself, from the service center. You can go and buy and install something like a glove, okay, something like a sock. Okay, sock actually, not glove. Yeah, sock. It will be installed here, which will be covering this fork tube. Okay, so that way all this dust and sand will not get onto your suspension, and you can enjoy your ride.
And buddies, another very important point that I would like to talk about is that there is a lot of talk, serious discussions that have been going on in the motorcycle community, in the YouTube community, that my dear friend Bulu Biker, he took his motorcycle, the Interceptor 650, on to a high altitude ride, and he had some problem with his motorcycle. To be very honest, I haven't seen that video fully. What I heard is that his RPM was not staying at idle and the motorcycle was cutting off. Now, this could be just one of an incident with just one motorcycle, because if you talk about it technically, then the Interceptor 650 is fully technically capable to do a Ladakh ride. 18,000, 19,000 feet, no issue at all. Well, people have done Ladakh rides on scooters. People have done Ladakh rides on very, very old vintage motorcycles. So the Interceptor 650 is a very, very modern, highly technical motorcycle. I mean, technologically advanced motorcycle. The Interceptor 650 has fuel injection. It has an oxygen sensor which can check and correct the air fuel ratio depending on the altitude. So generally, I don't see any reason for this motorcycle facing any issues at high altitude. Well, again, this is not a sponsored video at all. Royal Enfield doesn't really sponsor anyone. I wish they do.
So that's it from my side, buddies. And in case you think there are few more points that I'm sure you guys would have some more points. Do comment in the comment section. And if you like what I've said, do give this video a thumbs up and do think about subscribing. Thank you. Bye-bye. And I'm also there on Instagram and Facebook. The links are below in the description. Bye-bye.